Hi, you guys. Welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of June the 18th until the 30th, 2017. I've already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank all of you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you please continue to do so. If any of you guys are wondering, I am using the Gilded Tarot deck. I've done, this is my 10th video, and I still have not confirmed to make sure that's the name of this deck. And also my bronchitis is acting up, so I might sound raspy and be coughing. Okay, so the heart of the situation, Seven of Cups, confusion, you guys. Six of Swords, Death, Eight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Judgment, Knight of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. All right, so the heart of the situation being a Seven of Cups is that confusion again. I feel like you're emotionally lost at sea. There are too many temptations and you don't know what you want. You're passionate about a lot of things. Your judgment is just a little cloudy. There is a bit of sexual confusion going on. Not for everybody, but for some of you. And overall, just confusion. I feel like there are a lot of secrets that you might be keeping as well. Or having secret fantasies or secret desires. You might be doing a lot of fantasizing. And with it being next to the Six of Swords here, I feel, and then Death card. I mean, I just overall feel like the journey, whatever journey you've been on is coming to an end. This cloudiness that you've been going through is coming to an end. If you've been having an affair, if your partner has been having an affair, it's coming to an end. Some sort of communication or telepathic connection has been cut off. Maybe you've been trying to search or find someone or communicate with them through spirit or through a metaphysical way. That's been cut off, or is over or ended or blocked. It's like a dead end. I feel like you're following your intuition and you are on a spiritual path, a spiritual journey. But the journey that you're on is coming to an end. Your journey is ending. Even if you've been going through a dry spell or being single, whatever journey you've been on is coming to an end, especially if you're coming out of some sort of cloudiness, confusion. Anything that was kind of like a lower realm, I feel, is ending. For some of you, there is some sort of telepathic communication with someone who is already crossed over, some spirit. You might be dealing with spirits, ghosts. I don't know if you're a medium or if you're tapping into that. If you have also been using instruments to communicate with the dead, such as a Ouija board, scrying of some sort, what do you call those wires that kind of naturally twist? I forget what you call it. Or dowsing, using a pendulum. Something too, I feel like you may have been doing for answers, and you've been communicating with the dead. If you had plans to go somewhere on some sort of trip, like a short trip, that plan may have been canceled. Now, it doesn't have to be a physical death, but it is possible that someone in your life or someone in your partner's life could have crossed over. Yeah. I say that because I do see some grieving here. Could be the end of a relationship. Maybe you had like this fantasy of what it was supposed to be like, and it just didn't meet expectations. It just ended. It could have ended abruptly. Maybe you had a spiritual connection with someone and that it just ended abruptly. But I feel like you're grieving about something and you're wondering which path or which direction you should go in. I can feel your week kind of starting off like you're feeling alone in your journey. But you're letting go of the past. You're like, this is no good for me anymore. It's served its purpose. And I feel like you're ready to accept the past as the past and just move forward. I do feel like you may be a little emotional, at the start of the week or sometimes during the week. And it doesn't mean all the things that I'm saying. I know some of it does not sound too happy-go-lucky, but it doesn't mean that this is the entire span of your 2 weeks or the first week. Even this is just some event or something that happens that is standing out to you. And I feel like you're going to be doing like a lot of reflection. I do feel like you have grown wise from your past experiences, but you're ready to take a new journey, even though it hurts, even though you're still connected to your past. It's like you're ready to move forward. The Five of Pentacles here, I feel like there's a sense of spiritual abandonment, or just both of these cards together is some sort of abandonment. Either you feel abandoned by your spouse. I don't know if maybe your spouse gave up on you and left, or you did that to your spouse, but there is some sort of abandonment issues going on, and feeling having like a loss of faith and needing to have your faith restored. Some of you are missing someone, like you want to hear from someone, or there's something that you want, need, or desire, but you're not asking for it because your ego is in a way, or your pride. Like you don't want to ask for help. You don't want to come off as needy or a beggar, but it's like either you could be in trouble financially or spiritually, emotionally, but it's like you're not wanting to let that be known. For some of you, you might be going through something together with your partner. Like it doesn't necessarily mean a breakup. Maybe you and your partner have fallen on hard times this week, or, just something kind of devastating, and you guys just need each other, and you guys are kind of going through something as a family. I feel like this is a wake-up call. Like you had to have this devastation so that God, so that the universe could get your attention. There's some past issues either within yourself or your relationship that needs to be fixed, or else it's just going to continue to happen over and over again. You'll continue to make the same mistakes. You'll continue to be confused. Spirit is trying to get your attention. Pay close attention to signs, especially for those of you that might see the repetitive numbers and sequences, things of that such, synchronicities, all of that. Pay attention to it. The songs that you tune into on the radio, lyrics, pay attention to it, because those are signs from the universe, or angels or messengers trying to get your attention. You yourself could be making some sort of announcement, like a public announcement, like changing your status to single, or expressing yourself through social media. Like, I don't know, so 1 minute you had a picture up of you and your significant other, and the next thing you know, it's just a black screen, or just something that symbolizes a change in your life. So yeah, I feel like that may be happening for some of you. Some of you, I feel like you are just really having a spiritual awakening. This is something that you're that's helping you to grow and elevate yourself. Like you have to lift yourself up, or you have to be the voice that lifts others up. You may be calling in someone from your past as well. You might receive a actual phone call from someone, or you might be the one calling someone from the past. This is could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. There may be some unresolved issues with this person, and they need to be addressed before you can move forward. And I feel like those issues will be addressed, because with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is you being comfortable and independent, and just being in a better place. So for some of you, I feel like you may be going through a breakup, but you're going to be okay with yourself. Like once you have some sort of realization, like maybe this final ending, like maybe something really hurt you. Something, it doesn't have to be something grand and dramatic, but something happened that was enough to break you inside, to make you realize that, you know, this is not what I want, or this is what I want. And so I'm going to let go of this because I'm not getting what I want. So eventually I feel like it leads to you being in a comfortable place. I feel like you're getting more in tune with nature, your health. You're feeling healthier, brighter. And I feel like you're going to see the results of your labor, like you weren't seeing, like you have put so much effort into a person or yourself, and now you're going to see those results. I feel like you're going to get a big payoff. Yeah, I just kind of feel like you're coming to some sort of self-realization. Boy, the Emperor has been in almost everyone's reading too. So the following week, either you are going to be more in control of your situation. You might be focused on your business, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Just taking life, just taking charge of your life, calling all the shots. You might be elevated to a position where you become a supervisor and you're watching over others. Just getting some high-ranking position. Now, also, you could be dealing with someone who is in a high position. It could be you might be involved with your supervisor or superior, or someone who just has a lot of buildings, I want to say, like an entrepreneur or someone who owns a lot of property, like a real estate mogul. It could be a CEO. They also could be a spiritual leader as well. But I feel like it's possible that you could get involved with someone of that stature. If not involved, at least that person could catch your eye, or they could enter your life, or something. With the moon here, I feel that you really need to face your fears. There's some, deep-rooted insecurities that you're having that's blocking you from having the type of love that you want to have. This is something that keeps haunting you from the past. And I feel like you know when it's about to happen, or you know you need to address it, but you just haven't done it yet. If you've been acting out, it could be a cry for help. Or if your partner has been acting out, it's a cry for help. Someone is trying to get someone's attention by their emotions. I don't know if they're they're constantly talking about their bipolar, or if they're constantly talking about their ADHD or their insecurities or their what do you call it? Their anxieties. I don't know. I just kind of feel like they resurface. I mean, it could be you or your partner, or someone is just resurfacing these issues. Now, it could also be that this person, whenever they come around, they bring about your insecurities. I don't know if this is a father figure, or someone who is just too controlling. But when they become too controlling and try to dominate a situation, it brings out your anxieties. Some of you are empaths, and you're just kind of tuning in with other people's energies and emotions. It's not you. It's not even your feelings that you're experiencing. You're experiencing the feelings and emotions of many other people, and it can bring you down. It can bring down your energy level and just kind of confuse you. So a lot of thoughts aren't even you're just tapping into other people's energies, especially with the King of Cups here. Now, also, this could be your spouse. If your spouse is acting kind of off, it could be because they're just emotionally sensitive. Like, they're too sensitive. They're picking up on other people's energies, and, it's affecting the relationship. You could be dealing with someone who is psychic, an empath. For those of you in astrology, you should check and see if your Saturn is sitting in Pisces, or if your Saturn is in a 12th house. Because if that's the case, or if the Saturn is opposing your moon. Because right now Saturn is in Sagittarius. So if your moon is in Gemini, and Saturn, if it's having like a hard pull with your moon in your birth chart, that could be triggering these anxieties and fears as well. So look into that, because that medical astrology to me should be taken more serious. It can explain a lot of mental disorders. With the Nine of Wands here, again, we have more mental insecurities, over emotional self-doubt, kind of grieving the loss of something too. I feel like you're grieving and you're afraid to let go of something that is dead, something that is not going anywhere. It's like you're holding on to something out of fear that there's nothing more, or just because your journey has been so heavy, like you're not trusting that something better will come along. And I just posted something about this on my Instagram, like a little moment I was having, and it's like realizing that you're not holding on to someone because you're afraid to be alone, but you're holding on to them because you feel like there's no one better. Like, how can, everything that you had with this person was really good. You're ignoring all the negative things that happened, or the red flags. So you're just feeling like you're having doubts. You're not trusting that God or the universe is going to send you someone that is just as great or better. So this is something that you need to get through. I feel like you're going through some sort of emotional process for both weeks. And the Nine of Swords here too. This is like you're being haunted by thoughts. Some of you, like I said, I see the spirits. Some of you I feel like are just energetically attracting spirits. Like you're just, because they can sense that you're an empath, or they can sense that you're a medium, so they're fucking with you, period. They're latching onto you, and it is just like the sixth sense. It's like you're feeling whatever state of mind they're in. These are not your feelings. These are not even your feelings. You're feeling spirits. You could be a very highly spiritual person. There could be a placement in your birth chart that makes you susceptible to this. Like your emotions are like a cesspool for grieving spirits, grieving needy people, alive and dead. So this is something that you really want to work on getting rid of. You need to face, the only way to get rid of it is to face it, because the Nine of Swords is also about having to face your fears. Listen to your intuition. You're not crazy. A lot of you are saying, am I crazy? Something's wrong with me. I can feel that. You're putting yourself down. And I feel like I'm fussing at you now because I want you to wake up and stop beating yourself up. I want you to take control of the situation. Whether you have to go to counseling, whether you have to study astrology. Astrology helped me with so much. Just realizing when you can look at those problems on paper. But once you understand what's happening to you, let it go. Understand it and let it go. Surrender to it. And it'll go away. So I just kind of feel like you're dealing with a lot of anxieties this week. And like I said, it doesn't have to be the full week, but I feel like there's some periods of times where you're going to have like major anxiety attacks, okay? Maybe you're over concerned about your future. You need to let go and trust that there are better times to come, because I feel like you're still holding on. You're letting the past haunt you. You're letting negative things haunt you. If you got some spirits, go get you some sage or something and burn that. And wave it around your house. Get it out. Meditate, please. Pray and meditate. It works, but you have to be consistent with all of that stuff, okay? And you could be under spiritual attack. Yes. So, you guys, I hope this has helped. I didn't mean to fuss at you, Cappies, but thank you all for watching. Make sure you leave your comments. Thank you for listening, and many blessings to you guys.